Hey guys, I hope you're all well, staying safe, and just overall, again, staying safe. I'll probably still trying to do that. Yeah, this is another episode of Jake's Metal Chat. This is episode 39, and don't know where my guest is at. I know what you messaged me saying you just sort some stuff out. Oh, idiot. Um, yeah, I've got a lot of things going on. I've got Jim Berman doing his radio show tonight on Top Rock Radio. So if anyone's interested, he does shows every Wednesday and Sunday on Top Rock on his Twitch channel, which would be Jim Behrman Show. So I'll leave a link to his Twitch down below, which I did when I chat to him. But yeah, yeah, I've just been met with some mates yesterday and went to the grand opening of Black City Records on Saturday, the 17th of April, and what a turnout! What a turnout they had. Uh, David and his family, his wife and his son. Such, such a great, such a great day. Awesome, awesome shot, and I bought some more stuff when I went there yesterday. Well, I bought some coffee because they got coffee, and Profan by Campfire. Because before that, I bought. Well, actually, I'm going to actually show you one of the things I bought. I bought Orders of Madness by Morgan Angel on vinyl. It's one of the many things I bought. I will be doing a video on what I bought at Black City Records. Definitely, I won't show them all now because most of them will be in the cupboard. At the back, nice on. Yes. Rest in peace to this man, of course, Richard. And yeah, so fantastic album. I haven't taken out his wrapping yet. I'm gonna keep it nice and wrapped before I get some speakers for well that. Yeah, I need to clear that as well. I haven't cleared it. Um, which I got another chat on Friday. So yeah, I got another one tomorrow, then one on Friday, and I don't think I got any more this month. So I've got the VPA, very nice. I know it's a Wednesday, but split. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until my guest arrives. We'll be talking about some chats because I'm put on a lot of Facebook chats. Yeah, I don't know where my guest is. I'm gonna give him a message where he's at. No, that's insane. Because I sent him the link ages ago. But yeah, Black City Records. Um, awesome shop, awesome record shop, and it's got the tagline: "The Southwest's only heavy metal record shop." And I will be mentioning the shop in my podcast. When I started recording, I need to finish it. I need to put a few more bands on there, and that's it, really. With all the talking stuff in between, all you podcasters out there. Um, sure, Dismember, almost performed chat. And of course, had Fred Etsby for those who have watched that episode. And I think a lot of you might want to see some live stuff again. I don't know how fussed you are about live videos, but I signed up to StreamYard a while back, and I'm I'm planning on doing some more live stream chats like this and just general hangouts, which will happen. I'll put on the Jake's Metal Chat Facebook, and yeah, of course it will be going live on my channel here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch as well. Once I get a new laptop, because I finally get a new laptop, so then I can do live streams with Jake's Metal Chat and Jake's Metal Sessions. And I don't know where he's at. I guessed. I know he's getting someone else, but cheers. I said cheers before I had a drink. Well, what I was going to say, yeah, again, I hope you're all well. I hope everyone's been keeping active and staying. So, I mean, I went out yesterday and met up with some mates of mine to go to Left-Handed Giant, which is one of the big pubs here in Bristol. Went to Black City Records first, so I got co-found by Pump Bar and some ground coffee from it as well, from Black Coffee Worship. And I got the one that's called 666 blend, which I will also show in the video of all the stuff I bought from Black City Records, and actually have, well, gonna have a nice cup of coffee for that, and then you know all these people who do videos. Okay, he's just sent me a message. I'll pause this for now, and then I will bring it back up once I see his name pop up in the chat. All right, guys, I'm back. I had some more stuff, and obviously I was waiting for my guest. He's here now, so I'm going to let him in. Had to mute a few things like Jim Show. I was watching Jim Show while waiting for him. So here we go. Cheers. Gallery review. Fuck's sake. Multiple gallery review. Oh, nice. Muted. If you can hear me, got your video. There he is.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, can hear you.
Hey, what's up, man? One second. Sorry, I had a bit of a little weird technical difficulty. I'm trying to find, like, since I switched my PC setup, I'm not using like an XLR setup for my mic.
Right.
And it's really weird because like this mic is a USB mic, but I can't use my headphones the way I normally would. So I can't use two pairs of headphones. So I was trying to find a way, and I found an adapter, but I don't have a pair of headphones that has that. All my headphones are Bluetooth, pretty much. So I'm having to use my phone now. So we mounted my phone. So yeah, hopefully the picture looks good.
Yeah, it goes well, a little bit better than mine. So
it's all good, man.
Yes. So welcome to Jake's Metal Chat. Your guest 39.
Yeah, man.
Because I had a Mary Bielik on the last one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good old Mythic and Together, and she's in other bands as well. Probably too many.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So what? Before we crack on with it, how are things on your end? Because I heard Texas is doing gigs again.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. Like there's always some people that that start up doing that kind of stuff early in the pandemic. We're not playing gigs right now. I mean, like, there's like some local bands that are, but for the most part, everything's, movie theaters, restaurants, all that stuff is open. But as far as gigs go, there's not really any like worthy gigs happening right now. But I'd say by the end of summer, there's gonna start to be some popping up.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, like the same here in Bristol. Pubs have opened up, restaurants have opened up, and no gigs as of yet because not everyone's vaccinated yet.
Yeah,
including myself. I'm not vaccinated yet. Not until about
May. But we're all vaccinated. We've all gotten our second shots, so yes. We're all vaccinated. Yeah,
that's good to hear. That's good. And well, before we carry on with the chat, let me introduce these two men. If anyone's been listening to these guys as of late, well, we have Chad, and I'm gonna assume It says Mike or
Yes.
Mike. All right, Mike. I was trying to think which
Yep.
one's Mike. One's got a mustache. I don't think the other one does. Mike with the mustache. There we go. And they're from Frozen Soul. If no one's been
Yes,
listening
sir.
to them as of yet, then where the hell have you been? What rock are you living under? Check them out. Get the new album, which we are going to talk about in this episode, of course, and just generally talk about metal and anything else that you guys want to talk about as well. Even Mike's representing his own band. And
yeah, we both just woke up, so
this
is our we just woke up with attire.
It's all good. Don't worry. No. Yeah, I forgot there's the time zones and shit, so it's all understandable. I had a guest from Australia a while back.
Oh yeah.
So I got up at 11 a.m. He was up until like about 10 or whenever the hell time is, whatever time he was up at, but whatever. And you got Creeping Death, great band.
Heck yeah. Band's awesome.
Yeah, those are the homies.
Yeah, because I remember watching Elliot's interview with him, Elliot from Little Punk People. He mentioned you guys, so I was like, I only know these guys on now. Okay. And obviously he had Sam on his channel very recently, which is cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully when I'm in Texas I'll get a tattoo from her. Who knows?
That'd be awesome. Yeah, she's really good. She that'd be awesome. That'd help her out and it'd help you out because she's a badass tattoo artist. So.
That's awesome because before we ask you the questions I usually ask, next year hopefully nothing bad happens, but better it won't because everyone will be fine by then. I'll be going to WrestleMania in Arlington. So
nice.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully
heck yeah,
come on down, get a tattoo by let's see how busy my schedule is. If it's busy, I won't be able to, but if I can fit it in, I'll get down there. If I need to pick a design,
heck yeah,
something from your band, who knows?
It's all good. Maybe we can grab a drink or something.
That'd be great. That'd be great. So usually I don't ask this anymore, but I thought I might as well ask. Obviously, we've all been in a pandemic, and that one thing that's been, making people ill, killing people off, ruining gigs and festivals for us being the metalheads, not the metalheads, I don't want to say metalheads. So how was that affecting you when it all kicked off? Because you look like what I've seen, you've been playing a lot of gigs, like what I've seen, like footage and pictures and stuff. And when that happened the first time around, where were you guys at? Where was your mindset at when that happened?
Well, when it first happened, we were in the studio. We had all heard about it, popping up, but we didn't really honestly, we were just too in the zone. I didn't really care about it in the first stages, just because we just got done touring. We just got through shooting a music video, playing with Obituary. We were sort of feeling that adrenaline rush of becoming a more known band in our area, working on merch and finishing up the record. I didn't really think too much of it at all, but oh man.
This shirt.
Oh yeah, dude, it's one of our favorites, man.
I just gotta have it. And I think the one Mike's wearing is the one I ordered. It's not here yet, along with the tape as well.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we were that shirt's awesome, dude. Yeah, I think the one Mike is wearing right now is the coolest shirt we printed so far. They turned out so awesome, so you'll love it when you get it. But as far as the pandemic goes, we were trying to finish up the record, and then as things were starting to close, we were actually in the studio recording Crypt of Ice, and it was sort of weird, man, because we didn't, like I said, we were busy, so we weren't really paying much mind to it until we were in the studio, and words started getting around that hey, stuff is gonna probably have to shut down, and we were like, what the hell? So I mean, it that was sort of weird. It impacted us a little bit. It had that like, looming sort of like shroud of darkness that's like, okay, is everything gonna be like, what's happening? Is the world ending or something? Like it felt like something out of like a zombie movie or something.
That's what I
but
think.
yeah, and then I mean, we just kept going. We literally nothing changed for us other than like maybe a couple months of us like kind of chilling and not really doing anything. We stayed busy. Three of us live together, so like we can always keep going. We're already exposed to each other, so we just kept going, man. We kept trucking along, doing everything that we've had to do. I mean, the only real way it's affected us is, I'd say, like playing shows.
Yeah,
like that's it, really.
Most obvious one. Yeah,
that's the big
other than mental stuff.
Yeah, that's the big one, because obviously the last big show I went to was Exodus, Death Angel, and Exodus, Death Angel, and Testament. That's the one. That's the last three big bands I saw, and then on that tour they got the virus, and I was like, oh shit. It looks like it's coming to an end. Fuck it, I'm gonna just drink a lot of beer and just have a nice pint and then wait for the whole world to blow over, or wait for this whole thing to blow over.
Yeah, pretty much.
But because I only managed to do one gig in 2019 with one of my bands. So then, well, actually, technically two. One was at our mate's 30th. But it's hard for musicians, bands, anyone who plays music. You can't go and tour. You can't do gigs. I mean, you did that stuff with Devourment and Creeping Death, which I missed the whole live stream, so I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to watch something. Damn it, I'll just rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever since I heard about you guys, I thought, Frozen Soul? A mate of mine mentioned, he was like, Frozen Soul. Okay, let me check out Frozen Soul. Heard the song, and I was like, and is it fair to say you guys are just full on bolt thrower worship?
I mean, we do love bolt thrower. It's like one of those things where I always say, like, at the end of the day, like, if you're in a band and you're not writing and playing music that you love, that you want to hear, then you shouldn't be in a band. And that's what it boils down to, is having fun and loving what you do. And, we gain influence from like across the board of a lot of different death metal bands. We do love bolt throwers, so there is quite a bit of bolt thrower influence in our music. But also, like, bolt throwers not really throwing bolts anymore. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, I was fortunate enough to see bolt thrower one time in 2013, and that pretty much changed my life. But I can't go see bolt thrower ever again. I could see Memoriam, and Memoriam's sick, but Memoriam's not bolt thrower.
Oh no.
So like, I don't know, like playing music that like I like to hear and Michael likes to hear and makes us move. It's just something we like. So I mean, if people want to call us bolt thrower worship, that's cool, man. Bolt thrower sick as fuck. But you could call us obituary worship.
Mm-hmm.
You could, call us a lot of different bands. You call us mortician worship. We may not sound exactly like mortician, but like we gain a lot of influence from mortician. Some's not as obvious as as other bands, but yeah, man, like I think that's all cool. Yeah. I mean, sure.
Well, because that's what I heard when I heard your music. Just this massive bolt thrower influence from, because and I hope you take this as a compliment. Your vocals sound very similar to Carl's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like one of my favorite vocalists. I don't think there's a death metal vocalist that I've liked as much as him and John Tardy.
Oh,
just because of the fact that, like, they have a way with words, and like I'm originally a drummer, so like when I write vocals, I really like
You write with the drums.
like vocal patterns. I like to go with the drums. And those are the only two death metal vocalists I've ever heard that can do what they can do with their words to where it almost sounds like they're rapping, you know?
Okay.
Like it almost sounds like they're rapping because their vocals go along with the beat.
Just has a good flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I love that because I love rap, you know. I love metal. I love rap. I love a lot of stuff. Like, you know, I'm big on stuff like 3-6 Mafia and stuff like that. And the vocals are always very beat driven.
Yeah.
And that's the way Bolt Thrower and stuff is. So that's just the type of person I am. And so, and also I can't do those like crazy guttural lows. I don't really dig that stuff very much. So I like to still like have some sort of like audibility to my words. So that's why they also sort of appeal to me more. But you know, I remember when we first started Frozen Soul way back in 2016. I remember when me and Michael started the band with a few of our other friends. And, you know, I think part of the reason why the band didn't work out is because a couple of those guys didn't really like the vocals I was doing. And at the time I had no idea what I was doing. So I just like popped my gaming headset mic up and recorded vocals on over in GarageBand or something on my phone. I don't remember how I did it, but I recorded vocals over the iPhone recordings of our songs. And we never kept any of those songs, but basically my vocals were real high pitched, and I think they were just kind of like these are death metal vocals, and I think it made them a little less stoked. But you know, those vocals turned into, you know, what we have now, which, you know, at the end of the day, like we just do what we love and what we can. So, you know, it just happened to work.
Yeah, just really works, and it definitely shows within the music as well. Definitely shows.
Thanks, man.
Definitely, I love this album. We'll get onto it in a minute and talk more about the band, but I want to ask you both. Don't answer at the same time because it'll just be jumbled. Big jumble mess. Where did your music journey begin? Fucking hell, I can't even talk. Where does your music journey begin? And how did it lead into metal? This music that we all love. And who would like to go first?
Well, for me personally, I'll let Michael answer for himself, you know, but for me, my musical journey, I'd say my real musical journey probably started in like, I'd say like, I don't know, middle school. But you know, my grandparents owned a nightclub throughout the 80s. So when I was a baby, my mom would take me to work with her, and you know, I was a part of that nightlife. You know, Pantera played at the club and all sorts of stuff. And then in middle school is when like I think heavy music sort of came around to me. My mom got me some like CDs for Christmas of like, I don't know, Limp Bizkit and Korn and Rob Zombie and stuff like that. You know, I was a little kid, you know, and she started like kind of getting me that, and I liked that. Then I found like Slipknot and, you know, started like going down the rabbit hole. And then I guess like heavier music started hitting me probably around 10th grade. I got shown like Decapitated, bunch of other bands like, you know, I don't know, you know, Vital Remains, stuff that honestly was still like too extreme for me. You know, it was still a little hard to grasp that stuff. And then, you know, from there I started finding more stuff, and then I found hardcore, started digging back into hardcore punk. And then, you know, it all came full circle back into metal again, you know, towards like, I'd say probably like in my 20s. So when I started like digging back deeper again to that stuff I found when I was in high school, and I started seeing how it all was like one full circle. It was all related. Hardcore bands starting metal bands starting hardcore bands. And then before you knew it, I was like, okay, death metal is where I sit, So I'll let Michael do his part.
Michael.
Yeah, for me personally, it kind of started around the same time. It was like middle school for me. Mostly like with like Blink-182 and Green Day. Like those were my two favorite bands when I was in middle school. Whole reason I wanted to play guitar was because of those two bands. And so just as I like made more friends throughout like my time in school up until I graduated, I always had friends like giving me CDs to check out, or they would burn me CDs with like a bunch of different bands and stuff on them to check out.
Yep.
And then obviously the internet helped too, because it's the internet.
Yeah.
And then once I got out of high school, I started going like to local metal shows. And that's how I found more like extreme bands. Not that there's like a whole lot of like super extreme bands in Dallas, but like meeting other people and talking to them, and they show you other bands, and you're always looking for like the heaviest shit you can find. That's just how it always starts.
Yeah.
So yeah, mostly just like other people showing me the way.
Showing you the way. Yeah. My music journey a little bit similar to you guys. I started listening to metal when I was in school, so this is like 2003. I'm younger than you both, so I might make you feel old. Sorry. But, this is secondary school, so that'd be like your high school, middle school, whatever. I'm not sure. But one of my brother's mates showed me Pantera, because I remember watching your live stream that you did with St. Vitus Bar, Chad, and saying that you mentioned Pantera, and I'm guessing that was their glam days at the beginning. Was that glam days? I thought so.
Yeah, they were. That was wild. My grandparents would tell me my grandpa specifically tell me stories about like them pissing on stage and stuff like that. Like it was wild.
Jesus. Come on, guys! But rest in peace, Wagon Vinnie Paul.
Yeah,
my
grandpa fucking hated him too. He fucking hated him. He was like, "We're pissing on my stage.
They're pissing on my stage." What? What we do? Huh? That one. But because my mum and dad had two very different musical tastes. My dad's more into like Bruce Springsteen, Dire Straits, Kool and the Gang, Earth, Wind and Fire. So I listened to that. My mum's Elvis, Frank Sinatra, and Queen, who I still love today. I still love Queen today, even though I listen to bands like Dismember.
Yeah,
hey, Queen's sick.
Yeah, still love Queen. I still love Queen, and
yep.
Just gradually found more bands, and one mate told me to check out Cannibal Corpse, who I didn't like at first. Like the music part, all the guitars, the bass, the drums. It's just when I heard the vocals, no. I was like, I'll put that to the side. I'll go back to Slayer for a bit.
Yeah.
Then found Hammer Smash Face, and that's just changing. And found Obituary, Suffocation, Morbid Angel, Death, Massacre.
Yep.
Entombed, Dismember, Grave. I can go on forever. But rest in peace to LG Petrov as well, because we lost him very recently. Which it still hurts. It's still gonna hurt. But we can keep his memory alive by playing the music that he recorded on and he's left behind. So,
yep.
Which is all very good. And I think else we bloody lost as well. We lost LG. We've lost so many musicians. It's mental.
Yeah. It's wild, man.
Yeah, musicians, singers, all those guys. So I raise a beer to them. This is my only beer today. Any drinks? And I love metal because we're just one big family. I mean, you guys are in Texas. I'm here in Bristol, but I haven't met you guys personally, but I consider you family because we're all in the same scene. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure,
absolutely.
Man.
So yeah, cool. You feel the same way. That's brilliant. And what else was I going to ask you? Yeah, well, obviously. You're all in different bands beforehand, because I looked at your band, Chad. It was Vulgar Display. You were the drummer in that. Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And is that got something to do with Pantera? It has to be, hasn't it? Because they got an album.
I mean, it's sort of an ode to. Yeah, it's sort of an ode to Pantera. It was actually a joke. We were just trying to have fun. I mean, we just wanted to write riffs that people would punch each other to. So, that's really, what better band to like, have in your mind when when you're trying to write riffs like that. But it was a no to Pantera, but yeah, that was a hardcore band. Ended up being a lot more metal focused towards the end of it. I mean, if you listen to the newer LP that we did, I think it was 2019 is when I put it up on Spotify. You might have to just check on that, but yeah, it's on Spotify. Check it out. It's pretty cool. It's hardcore, but it's honestly more metal. And towards the end of that band is sort of what led me down that path of like, hey man, if I'm thinking of, it just feels like we're trying to write metal. So let's just be in a metal band instead of a hardcore band.
Okay, why not?
Yeah.
Just seems you already were going in that direction anyway. You might as well.
And if you check out End Times the same way. So me and Michael are both in End Times, and End Times is still a band. So
I'm just looking. I had to go on, the Metallum page and see what other bands you were in. Like,
yeah.
Mike it also said, well, Creeping Death live, just live guitar, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was just one show for a fest that they did here in Dallas.
Right, that's cool.
That was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, because you all live in the same city, same state, should I say? Do you all live in the same city or all spread out?
Well, the whole like area we live in, it's a metroplex, and there's like 3 major cities. There's like Fort Worth, Dallas, and Denton, and so everyone lives in like those cities basically. But we're all scattered in those like 3 cities.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's brilliant. Because I think the only band I've seen from Texas so far is Devourment, and that was Neurotic Death Fest 2015.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Devourment's sick.
Yeah, I love that band. I mean, I still like brutal death metal. But I listen to more the old school stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I'm into the most. But
yeah,
like one band at the moment, they just mixed a lot of things together, and that's Sangris Sugabog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys are badass. They're good friends of ours.
You just know a lot of people, don't you? It's like me.
Well, I mean, we know them just really well because we kind of came up as a band with them too, because like soon after we released our demo on Maggot Stomp, they released their demo on Maggot Stomp. So like we just sort of came up at the same time, and then we were both pretty much talking to Century Media at the same time too. So it's like, we just all know each other. We played some shows. We played with them here in Texas. We played with them in their hometown. We got some more stuff coming. But yeah, those guys rule. They're really good friends of ours.
Yeah. I heard them. I was just like, fucking hell, this band's mental. And obviously, there was an opening of a record shop here before we continue on with the band and how the name came about. They had the CD and vinyl of their new album, and obviously, I just went in for probably somewhere, and then 2 of my mates one picked up the vinyl, one picked up the CD, and it's called, the record shop's called Black City Records.
Nice.
Here in Bristol, so when you can travel again and start touring, because I want to see you guys live, pop on to Black City Records, and there's a pub down the road from it called the Griffin.
Yeah,
nice.
One metal pub.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. I can't tell you how much we can't wait to tour. It's actually insane.
We won't shut up.
Yeah, this
tour now.
Yeah, we've been wanting to tour since before this whole pandemic even happened. So
pandemic, you can piss off now.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuckers.
Hey.
But let's talk about Frozen Soul. Let's talk about the band and where did the name come from? Who came up with it? Was it one of you two, or was it one of the other guys that were in the band?
That was me and Michael.
We both. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we spent a lot of. I have a giant list of names, and nothing just really worked. So we ended up pulling just Frozen Soul out of the lyrics from Trapped Under Ice by Metallica. So that's what we stuck by. That's one of our favorite songs. And
I love that song.
it's just fucking Metallica. Like none of us would be here if it wasn't for Metallica. So yeah, that about sums it up, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking Metallica.
yeah.
Just that. It is a great song from Ride the Lightning. Yeah. Lightning. I don't know what bloody album
Yeah.
it was from then. Like, I got the album, I should fucking know this. I've got too many albums. And yeah, I just got too many. I can't name everything that's in there. I got 2 copies of The Fourth Crusade by Boltthrower because I thought I lost my first copy.
Yeah, I've got a couple copies of that too.
2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I got 2 now. Fuck it, I'm keeping them both. And
Yeah.
I love the name, by the way, Frozen Soul. It fits
Thanks,
what you guys are doing because you're welcome. I got something. Because I keep forgetting to say you're welcome. You got lyrical things like death, ice, dark magic, and frost. That's what it says on here. And pretty much sums up what you. It's all cold and death and just weird, wacky shit.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, like we have like those are the I'd say those are the surface level themes, but there's definitely like more to it than that. Our music has a lot to do with just trauma and dealing with trauma, and whether it's like us personally, through members of the band or friends or family that have dealt with really bad people, predators, just bad people. Also just stories of just horrendous people doing horrendous things. So, this is like it's pretty vengeful music. It's positive in the sense that those people deserve to fucking die. So,
100% agree.
that, but it's it also has a lot to do with dealing with depression, and overcoming your personal thoughts of life and how you interpret it, and how you cope and deal with it. So yeah, surface level, cold, death, rot, but deeper down it's there's a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like you were saying about predators and all that, yeah, I definitely agree. They all scum of the earth, definitely. And Sam even answered Elliot's questions like, if you can get rid of one thing in this world, what would it would be? He said pedophiles, and I agree. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
They're all sick. They don't deserve to be walking on this earth. But that is a topic for another time. We want to talk about metal, which is positive.
Yeah.
Positive and brings us together because we're all family and stuff. And before I get on with the music side of Frozen Soul, I want to mention my friend Ken of Ken's Death Metal Crypt because he had you on.
Yeah, he rules. He's so cool.
I had him on here. He was episode 10. Yeah, episode 10, because after him was Cam Lee.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
If you've got 3 hours of your time, that's how long the chat is with Cam Lee.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Over 3 hours long. So it's like, if you've got 3 hours of your time, 3 hours of your life that you don't mind giving away, then watch that. But either way, or just listen to Massacre. Either way, you've got 2 doses of Cam Lee. And you mentioned your microphone stand that you got. It's a shame from the 19th century or something. Your microphone stand.
Yeah, it's very late 1800s, early 1900s. Cool. We couldn't pinpoint exactly where it's from, but yeah, my buddy Josh helped me make that. I have 2 of them. And the original one that we made was just out of a normal chain that I bought from Lowe's. And that it just was too flimsy. Even when he really did tack it up good, it was too flimsy. So he had that chain that was passed down to him from his father, or someone in his family. So it's real old metal, sort of like fit our theme of being like a new metal band, not new metal, but a newer metal band inspired by old metal. So and it's kind of just worked. It's really fucking
cool.
heavy.
It's fucking cool though. I love it. I love that. I think I've seen Jonathan Davis from Korn's microphone stand.
Yeah, it's really fucking. His is way better than mine.
I mean, I like his, but I like yours because it's a chain.
Yeah. It really is a chain. Like it's not like a regular old chain. It's a fucking chain. Yeah, it's heavy as shit. My back is already broken from fucking slamming that thing around, and we haven't even played more than 30 shows. So
yeah, don't injure yourself before coming to my neck of the woods, because I don't want you to be like, fuck.
Oh no, I'll be there regardless, even with a broken back.
You're just like, yes, fuck it. I'm just using your microphone stand as a fucking walking stick. I don't know, but
yeah,
you'll be there. Your demo. Let's go on with your demo, which is Encased in Ice, which is also on the T-shirt I showed earlier.
Thank you.
I'll fucking show it again because it's a cool fucking shirt.
Oh yeah.
Someone could probably get that as a back piece, but it'll probably take a while. I mean, without the logo, the band name and the song.
Yeah, that would be insane. Free merch for life if you get that as a back piece.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could try. I could try, or I might just get. I'll just get that fucker in the middle.
Yeah.
One of them on my leg, just fill up my leg. And let me just put that in my T-shirt collection. Encased in Ice is your first demo from 2019. Is it 2019? 2019. Yes, I was right. And I'm trying to remember if on that demo you did a cover. Yeah, you did a cover, which is covered by Mortician, which I actually really like. Really cool cover.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Mortician. I was just like, oh, one of my new favorite bands, you guys, is covering one of my other favorite bands I've been to for quite a long time now. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
And
great song, dude. Great song.
Yeah, great song. One of my favorites is Zombie Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
We jammed that one all night.
Yeah. Yeah,
we warm up with that. Maybe we will one day.
That'll be cool. I'll just get my phone out, film that ready, put it on my channel, and then people will know you for life. Well, I think people know you for life anyway, because obviously we're going to get onto the new album in a minute. So how long did this demo take to record? Where were you in a studio when you were doing it? Which studio was it?
So we actually recorded it in our old rehearsal space. It's called Cosmic Rehearsal. It's in Haltom City here in Texas. That was recorded over the span of like 2 or 3 days. It was like 2 days after Christmas, I think, or something like that. Sure. But yeah, we recorded that in 2 days with our friend Slade, who helped engineer Crypt Device as well.
That's cool. Yeah, because I heard the demo on here. I thought, well, I've got the album. I've heard the album twice. Once just sat here at my desk, and the other time on a walk. Like very, very recently. I was just like, oh, going to a nature reserve near where I live. Put some music on Spotify. Ooh, Crypt Device. Let's put that on. And put on the Frozen Soul Cold Crew. You're welcome. On the Frozen Soul Cold Crew Facebook page, Facebook group. Bloody hell. Which is run by my mate Joe. I can't talk. I'm a bit tired. I went out with some mates yesterday and drank a lot.
It's all good, brother.
All good. And I'm a bit energetic. I just got too much going on. But Yeah, that's Crypt of Ice. You got Night of Death 2. I don't know who's on Night of Death 1, but Night of Death 2 is, or you guys, obviously. Obviously. Barring Teeth, I don't know them at all. Big Hand, Big Knife, fucking.
Well, that was a show.
Yeah, that was a show he played, and our buddy Will booked it.
Yeah, that's not a comp or a split or anything like that.
Yeah, it says
he
split
made
on here, but someone made it into a split.
Oh,
He made it a comp on tape.
Oh, so I guess he made it.
Yeah, someone made it a split. So, and the next one is Live in Chicago on here. So.
That's over my head. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, whoever's putting your stuff on here seems to.
That's cool. That's Will.
It might have been Will. Yeah.
Yeah. That's our really good friend Will. He I know he actually he helps moderate that website. So yeah, he does a lot of really cool stuff for us, and so we just kind of let him go ham.
Yeah, and pretty much put everything on here. So before we get onto the album, obviously the thing I was trying to remember was Wrecking Ball Metal Madness. That's the one. You guys, Devourment and Creeping Death.
Yep.
So
that's a really good. Yeah, that series was it's gonna continue on. But we're gonna try to evolve it to where it's beyond that. We're doing some more stuff with Devourment and Creeping Death, but there's gonna be more bands and there's gonna be some other cool stuff involved too.
Try to make a tour out of it if you can.
Yep.
Well, hopefully, if it goes ahead in July, Creeping Death should be coming to Bristol with Venom Prison.
Nice.
So I'll be seeing Creeping Death. Hopefully, meet the guys personally and get the chat zone. And I was like, oh, I talked to your friend from Frozen Soul. Yeah, they're cool guys. They'll probably joke around saying, oh, bunch of dickheads. We love them. Oh, come on, they're not dickheads. Yeah, they're cool. It's like take you to the Griffin.
Yeah.
I got mates here. We take the piss out of each other all the time. It's all good. And let's get on with the album in question, which is on Century Media Records. You are Century Media recording artists.
Yep.
I need to mention that because it's very important because it's on this label, and the label is a very good label because they've released a lot of great albums from a lot of great bands. A lot of them are escaping me at the moment. And of course, the album I'm on about is Crypt of Ice. Look at that cover, people. It's cool. Frozen Soul, Crypt of Ice, and a bunch of dead people. That's what you get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course, Century Media there. If you can, people can see it. If not, I probably got my brightness up too much. What was the recording process like for this album?
It was wild, man. We actually got it done rather quickly. But there was like a sense of rush in there because the pandemic was unfolding while we were recording. So we kind of had to rush a little bit, but it all came together and we were able to make the record that we wanted to make. So yeah, I'd say for what it's worth, we actually had an easier time recording this record than records we've recorded with other bands in the past. So it was a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah, well, you said you rushed it because of the pandemic. It doesn't sound like it was rushed in any way. So it doesn't sound like anything was fucked up in it or anything. It was just flawless from start to finish. And it's one of my favorite albums of this year. Thank you, people.
Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you.
You guys are very welcome. You deserve it. My mate Liam from the band Consecration here in the UK, they're up Norwich. Yeah, Norwich. And he has a YouTube channel called The Death Doom Metalhead. And he's mentioned this CD on there as well.
Awesome. That's a badass.
And of course,
yeah, definitely.
Of course, we've got a picture of the band here. Where
we got
Chad and Mike, but we got the other guys here. We got Sam. We got I can't even see the names there. They don't have the names there. They usually have the names under the pictures. I think they're all there.
Yeah.
We got them all. One's wearing. I thought that was all Topsy. I thought that was an old Topsy shirt from your drummer. I'm guessing they were influenced as well. Matt, yeah, that's
for sure.
And you were mentioning vocalists like we mentioned Carl and John Toddy. Another one we should mention is Martin Van Drunen. There's another one we do mention, like he does not the guttural stuff, more like what Carl and John and you do.
Yep. More punk influence.
More punk influence. There we go. I was trying to think, punk or just punk thrash. What I don't know, but yeah, I don't know if no one's got this album yet, definitely pick it up because it's just full on fucking greatness. It's
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just saying that because you two are here. I'm saying that because I actually love it.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. I definitely.
We're happy you liked it, man, because we worked really hard on it. We worked really hard on it.
Definitely shows. Definitely with the guitars, the bass, the drums, your vocals, and obviously I'm gonna mention some songs here because you've got some videos out with some of them. Crypt of Ice, obviously, Encased in Ice, Wraith of Death, or Wraith of Death, how do you say it?
Yeah, Wraith of Death.
Wraith of Death. Wraith of Death, and of course, the video that obviously you mentioned, Arctic Stranglehold.
Yeah.
And I like that the video is like, obviously, you see the mic break, and there's you, Chad, just with some fucking mace, just going like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this guy's fist, because obviously I've seen on your pictures you've gone to the gym a lot and been lifting weights and stuff. It's like, yeah, this guy's got to be a bodybuilder, or at least similar. You know,
trying, man.
We're building bodies, all right, with this death metal.
I got the body for death metal. Do not mess with me. But yeah, definitely, yeah, because those videos that the Arctic Stranglehold one. Talk more about that. It was just like, oh, we got a music video, but it looks like it's short slasher film as well, because there's that one person with a coat and a mask that's, well, obviously flesh. Don't know what's actually made out. Who made the mask? Who's under the mask? I think we're going to keep that a bloody secret. But,
yeah.
Obviously, the first time people would have saw that character was the Wrecking Ball Metal Madness.
Yep.
And I thought, okay.
Actually, the very first time we saw that character
was in Encased in Ice.
Yeah, it was the Encased in Ice music
Encased
video.
in Ice, of course, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that video is we in Wrecking Ball we call him Mr. Wraith of Death.
Mr. Wraith of Death
is what we call him, which that name is kind of continued on with the underlining theme of the record. So it's a little bit deeper than just a guy in a coat killing people, but we tried to have a little fun with it in the Wrecking Ball live stream. Obviously, the Arctic Stranglehold video is a little more serious because he's killing a bunch of people.
guys are
killing us,
killed. Yeah, because you're getting suffocated with a bag of it and stabbed
with an ice bag. With a bag of ice. It was literally it was an ice bag. It had 2 pounds of ice in it before it smothered me to death.
Okay. And Sam's getting an eye gouged out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if Mike was getting his throat slit. Was that you getting your throat slit?
That was Matt.
Oh, Matt was getting.
Yeah, that was Matt. Mike was getting disemboweled.
That's it.
Yeah, I was getting my
Stab.
guts ripped out.
And then
And Chris got his head bashed in with the mace.
yeah, you guys were just getting murdered. I was like, can you not murder them? I want to see them live at some point.
Yeah.
And obviously encased in ice, obviously you got, well, at one point a person being stabbed, and then some footage of you guys when you were playing live, which is always
Yeah.
a nice touch because it reminded me of Boltfur again with
Uh-huh.
Cenotaph and the Fourth Crusade.
Yeah.
Well, Fourth Crusade's just full on live performance, but the music video. Again, going back to the Boltfur worship again, I can't help it.
It's all good, man.
I can't help it.
I love bolt thrower. We all love bolt
We all
thrower.
love
Everybody
bolt
should
thrower.
love bolt thrower.
You should
Like,
love
if you don't
Boltfur.
like bolt thrower, you know, go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck yourself. Yeah, what else is it? Yeah, all the songs are fucking heavy on this. Arctic Stranglehold, of course, Wraith of Death, which is obviously just you guys, like a black background, blue lights and snow and shit. It's like, okay, this is just eerie as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously, your vocal, all of performances on it, the guitars are fucking awesome on this, the bass is awesome on this, the drums are awesome on this, your vocals are fucking awesome on this, especially when you do like screams and stuff. I'm just like,
Appreciate you, man.
I do something very similar, and you're welcome. Like, I do a lot of death metal vocals, but my big influences are Carl and LG. Definitely, they're my big influences in terms of my
Heck yeah.
vocals. And some drum tunings in there as well, a little bit.
Nice.
Got to have a bit of drum tuning in there. Got to have it. Got to have it. Asphyx, anyone? Look, if anyone's watching this, if you feel like you wanted to click on it and watch me be hyper again, because I know you am, check out the bands we mentioned. Check out these guys because they definitely deserve your support. And buy their merch because Mike's repping his own band. Who does that? I feel the bands who do that, they wear their own merch.
Yeah, we do it because we don't do laundry. So
Yeah.
like I'll just like I have a stack of all of our shirts that we get printed for my like own personal just to have them, and then I'll run out of clothes and I'll just wear all those shirts. And then I'm like, God damn it, now I have 2 days worth of laundry I have to do.
Like, oh, what am I going to wear today? More Frozen Soul. Fine.
I got the Frozen Soul sweatpants, the Frozen Soul long sleeves, the Frozen Soul hoodie over it with a Frozen Soul ski mask and a hat. And then I got the Frozen Soul socks. Okay. The Frozen Soul sandals that are coming out. Okay?
Oh, I'm buying some sandals. I'm buying everything you own now. You'll be rich people. You'll be rich by the end of this. I'll buy the sweatpants. Obviously, I need what we call them joggers here in the UK.
Yeah, that's what we try to call them here too. But sweatpants just rolls off the tongue. You know,
like, so what do you call them? You say sweatpants, jogging bottoms.
Yeah, I think here everyone calls them sweatpants unless they have that thick little cuff at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Then they call those joggers.
Oh yeah.
But they're all sweatpants to me.
They're all sweatpants. You're either jogging in them or you're in with them and you're sweating. Sweatpants.
Yeah.
Perfect sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously music. Obviously, there's big music in Texas because I've been going on the heavy metal hangout with another YouTuber called The Grey Man, and we've had a Texas band on there called Under a Spell. Are you familiar with them?
I've never heard of them before.
They're a heavy metal band. I'd never heard of them until then. I don't really listen too much of the heavy metal stuff. When I do, it's Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motorhead, Black Sabbath, fucking
the classics.
Yeah,
classics. That's what got me into metal. The classics, and then found Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, Megadeth, Pantera, Cannibal Corpse, fucking there's Testament, Mayhem, Emperor, bands like that. Obviously, I still like my punk, like Exploited, Discharge, Amoebics, bands like that, more crust punk bands
Yeah.
I'm going to, because crust punk and death metal seems to go very well together.
Yeah.
Hence why a lot of the Swedish bands have a crustier sound, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think so. Yeah.
Because I've got, well, obviously you guys, I'm going to keep mentioning it again, and whoever sees me in person, you can just say naughty boy, bolt thrower. Bolt thrower sound, but it's Frozen Soul, and I'm going to say this because I think it's warranted or needs to be said. I think you're carrying on where they left off in a way.
I appreciate that, man. We all appreciate that. I mean, like when you look at like the impact that a band like Bolt Thrower made on heavy music, I think people, like people just want to hear it. I want to hear it. We all want to hear it. We want to play it. We want to. They changed the game. They wrote a style of death metal that was different than like a ton of other bands. So many other bands, like you can lump them all into the same category. Definitely. But you can't lump Bolt Thrower in with any of those bands. No, you can't lump them in with Cannibal Corpse or Deicide or Autopsy, or you can just spread it out. Entombed, all of those bands, you can't really lump Bolt Thrower in with them. All of those bands are fucking awesome. But definitely. Bolt Thrower truly changed the game, and they're one of my biggest influences as a musician, and Michael too. So, gotta carry that torch and, show people a style of death metal that we feel is like truly awesome and is separate, not separated from everything, but sticks out,
Yeah, definitely. Because like you said, and I'm going to mention as well, as I mentioned this to Mary Bielik on our chat, they all came from the punk scene.
Yeah,
all
for
those
sure.
guys came from the punk scene.
Yeah,
before I was even born.
Yeah, most of us as musicians did too. So Chris especially, like I came from hardcore punk too. Like that's the live scene that I came up in. When I found that music and I started going to shows, I was going to hardcore shows and punk shows and stuff. And so was Chris. Like Chris has played in punk bands, since he was a little kid, and he's older than I am. So, I don't know, I just vibe so well with everything Bolt Thrower did, as people too. So yeah, man, they're awesome
band. And I think why a lot of people give you the Bolt Thrower comparison is that obviously they had a female bass player, that's Joe, who's fucking amazing, and you got Sam. So I think
it just kind of worked out that way, honestly. That was never an intention.
I know, I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying that's why people give you the comparison because of that.
Yeah, for sure. Which is awesome. I mean, Sam's a great bass player. She works super, super fucking hard.
Yeah, definitely.
And she's been here since the beginning of the band. So, I mean, it just,
just how it worked out.
Just how it worked out.
And I love her bass sound. She says she uses a caveman pedal, and I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
Because I looked at two. One was blue and one was like a brown color, but I don't know which one she uses.
Yeah. Well, one of them is I think the brownish one, I think that's the newer one, right? That's the non-prototype version, isn't it? Yeah. The other one, the reason why it looks bluish is because it's actually it's a prototype. So it's just metal. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he sent that to her. Joe sent that to her because
we wanted to record with it.
Yeah, we wanted to record it. We wanted to use it on the record. And he didn't have them ready by then. So he literally gave her the prototype for it. And we used that on the record. So that's where you kind of hear, by the way, also, for like those who don't know, who say like sometimes we get other than Bolt Thrower, we get a lot of like people saying we use HM2s and stuff, but we don't use it. We didn't use it on the record. But that crunch that you hear, that's actually the bass guitar that you're hearing that has that crunch. And it's that caveman pedal. That's what you're hearing. Is that little buzzsaw effect is actually from that pedal.
Yeah,
it adds that just nastiness to the bass. So that's where that comes from.
Yeah, it's not from Mike and guitars. It's not from those
Nope.
at all. And
Nope.
what pedals do you guys use?
I use
Well, not you.
I don't use a whole lot right now. I just use a tuner, a Maxon ST9 Pro Plus, which is the same overdrive that Cannibal Corpse uses. And that's the whole reason I got it, is because Cannibal Corpse uses it. And then I've got a IC decimator noise gate, and that's about it. But actually, Joe from Lone Wolf is building me and Chris some custom pedals as we speak right now.
Nice.
So yeah, doing a custom like a noise gate for us, and then also another like overdrive pedal for us. Can't say too much yet, but
No, not too.
really,
No, we'll just be surprised for the next lot of Frozen Soul music when it comes out. And obviously with Chad's vocals, there's a lot of. Obviously there's some reverb and echo added in for some effect. I don't know if you got a pedal for that.
Yeah. No, I don't use any pedals. The vocals, actually, originally when we recorded the record, I wanted more reverb and stuff on my vocals, but we ended up cutting most of it. So most of what you're hearing is actually like my natural voice and what I did when I recorded vocals. I did like some stuff where like when I did my screams and whatnot, like I pulled the microphone away from my mouth or closer to my mouth. Like I did like little things to try to add effects myself. Daniel was getting pissed off at me for doing it too. Because he's like, I can add those later, dude. Stop doing that. Just yell into the fucking microphone. And I was like screaming and bringing it way out here and doing all this dumb stuff that, I don't know. So yeah, originally we kind of went back and forth because I was like, man, I want some more reverb on here. But I ended up being super happy with the outcome. After we stopped nitpicking on things.
Yeah, it works because, well, if it was overly reverb, it'd be like, okay, that's just going into like black metal territory then.
Yeah, that's the problem we actually got into also because my vocal style and how you could sort of make out my words a little bit like they're a little bit more audible than the more guttural styles. When I added like a lot of reverb, it just like sounded kind of weird. So it actually made more sense to take all that off.
Yeah,
not use that
much reverb. So it works. And obviously when you do screams and the reverbs there, it's just like
yeah, it's added a little bit more on those areas too. I think he probably played with it a little bit, but yeah,
I like in some bits like Wraith of Death when you say the line insane after one line and you scream it the second time around, it's just like that is just perfect.
Yeah,
that is just perfect.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it.
And sometimes you do like the, I really enjoy. I'm going to keep saying how much I love this album. If you want to tell me to shut up, tell me now.
No, I mean, dude, we're in a pandemic right now, and we can't play shows, and we can't feel the energy from the crowd. So, having like a friend tell us that they enjoy the music is fucking awesome. Makes us feel great, dude. You should never apologize for that, man. We appreciate you like bringing us on. Boasting us up and also, bringing all these other bands and just caring and giving a shit, because you don't have to give a shit, about us. So you're on the other side of the world, man. So you don't have to care. We appreciate you, we appreciate.
That means a lot actually, because obviously I've been a big part of the metal scene since I was 11 years old. I'm 29.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be 30 in November, so I'll be joining you guys in the 30s club fairly soon-ish.
Well, Michael's got to catch up to you.
Yeah. Wait, how old are you?
Yeah, Michael, he's 26.
No.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 34, about to be 35 on May 8th, and Chris is 36. Sam's 32, 33. 34, something like that. 32. And Matt's 32.
Yeah, my brother's 32. He's an 80s kid, late 80s, so he's 89.
Yep. Take care of your back, man. That's all I gotta say.
So you don't look 26. You don't look 26. I'm just saying, Mike.
Oh yeah.
26.
It's because he's been
Mustache.
lifting so many
Yeah.
fucking weights, is why, you know.
He's
Been lifting weights now, dude. Like,
the mustache makes him more mature.
Oh yeah.
Even though he plays in a, it's like, oh, that mustache makes you so mature. Listen to the music I play. You won't think I'm mature now. And I was going to mention it was released on the 8th of January this year, so it's been out for
About 3 months now.
yeah.
It's 3 months old, and you know what? A lot of people have been buying it, listening to it, reviewing it. You know, I'm gonna mention like Banner TV, they reviewed it. AMP Reacts reviewed it, and had you guys on as well. Again, Ken had you guys on. He's great, and people were saying, "Oh, if you could do a split with anyone," I was the one who said Hooded Menace split. You and Hooded Menace do a split. That was my comment.
Nice.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah. That band is badass, man.
I love Hooded. I was going to call him something else. Jesus, Hooded Menace. I was going to call him like Menace of the Hooded. I don't know.
Sounds like a Magic the Gathering card.
I've never played that, but I've heard about it so much over the years.
You like metal, you should play Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
You should check
I
it
played
out.
Dungeons
It's
and
fucking
Dragons,
awesome.
though.
Dungeons and Dragons is cool, but for me, Magic the Gathering is way cooler.
Right, if I'm ever in Texas and I'm there longer than just WrestleMania, we'll play
Yep.
Magic the Gathering. You're gonna have to
I
teach
got you, dude. I got you when you're here. I got you.
Yeah, just teach me how to play it, because I played card games before, so mainly like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot like Pokemon.
It's a lot like Pokemon, and it's got aspects of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I've loved all those games, man. I love card games in general since I was a kid. So Magic is fucking awesome, though. The art is like,
That's my favorite thing about it.
That's my favorite thing too. Is the art is like, I mean, dude, like look at this.
Yeah, all the art for the cards is all original.
Look at this fucking dragon, dude. Look at this. That's all hand painted. That's a hand painted, like on canvas, probably like acrylic painted, like it's crazy. So the artwork is just absolutely insane on Magic cards. And I mean, they make play mats, and man, I probably have 25 or 30 old school Magic posters that I don't have up on my wall that I took down because I started framing stuff. But like, dude, it's awesome, man. It's a great game.
Yeah, I need to stop framing stuff because I got a set list signed by Devin Townsend. Which I love Devin Townsend because he doesn't always play metal, but metalheads love him anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's lots of cool music out there. Metal's not the only music. I don't think you should just listen to metal.
I also listen.
He's a crazy guitar player too.
Yeah, he's a crazy guitar player.
Yeah.
I listen to folk music as well because I'm also in a folk metal band, and we're currently working on.
That's cool. Nice.
So, I've been talking about my folk metal band for a while. I showed it last time. I'm going to show you guys. If you guys like folk music, I don't know if you know bands like Ensiferum, Corporate Colony.
Yeah, heard of them.
Test.
Never really dabbled too much, but I've heard of those bands.
I haven't really dabbled much in that either. But you know, dude, feel free to send me and Michael some stuff to listen to.
That's my
cool, man. That's a pretty badass looking logo.
Yeah, it's the same person who did Ensiferum's logo. So if you look at their logo and then look back at this one, you can see the similarities. Again,
nice.
I want to talk again, but yeah, I love that logo. It's green.
It's badass.
Oh, right. Yeah, thank you. And also, I got my photo, my backdrop on my phone is our EP artwork. So
nice.
The logo is not green; it's like a light white pinkish color. I can't really describe it. The color, it's just like a creamy color. And
sweet.
But with your ones, I don't say black and white. I keep thinking there's a bit of blue in there somewhere.
There is, yeah. On the CD version, there is a bit of blue in there. Yep.
Hang on. Yep. Let's see if I can show it. There we go. There. little bit of blue. It's a cool CD.
Thanks, man. Yeah, our buddy Scott, who runs Maggot Stomp, is the one who did the layouts for the CDs, the tapes, he did the layouts for everything, and he's a mastermind. He's such a professional and an artist. It's awesome. He did that for us. He's good, man. He absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, Maggot Stomp seems to release a lot of heavy stuff as well. And how I found a lot of your merch is like on Evil Greed, Holy Mountain.
Yeah.
But those two places mainly. There may be more places we can buy their merch, but I'll ask that later. I'm wondering if you guys know this card game at all, where this card game, Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yeah, we know it.
Yeah, I played it a few, I think a couple of times. Like, it's been a really long time.
Yeah, because I got mates with some people on here, and everyone said we should have a Zoom meeting and play Cards Against Humanity.
That'd be funny as hell, man.
Because I didn't have the box, I had to get like an app to play it on, but now I got the box. I haven't even opened it yet because I'm not going to open it until we have a game.
Yeah, that's cool. I know there's a bunch of spin-offs from that game too that are pretty cool.
There's Cards Against Disney. I found that.
It's probably ridiculous.
Like, Cards Against Disney is like, I don't know what the questions would be, what the things you can pick are, and yeah, I like Cards Against Humanity. I like how it says a party game for horrible people. We're not horrible. We're nice people.
Sometimes it's just entertaining to be ridiculous,
It's entertaining to be ridiculous. And obviously, and now going back to metal again, there are metal bands out there, unfortunately, do take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
But
that's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure. And I don't think you guys take yourself that, so you're not too serious.
No, I mean, like, we have our like serious,
in the studio, of course.
Yeah, we want to write music, and we want to take it to the next level. We want to tour the world
in the studio.
We want to write music and do it, but you got to have fun, man. Like, this is death metal. It's like death metal. It's based on stupid shit. So if you're, I don't know, there's definitely, I've definitely seen talk on the internet from people that are, it's like they just kind of don't get it, and that's cool. Hey, you want to be in this badass war black metal band, and you want to go, fucking scream at people in a forest or something, or an internet forum, that's cool, but we're gonna have fucking fun. I'm gonna bring my snow machine and blast your ass with it, and then laugh, because it's funny. I don't know, we just like having fun. Metal's fun, car games are fun, video games are fun. I got a good 30 years left in me, if that. I'll be lucky if I get another 30 years in me. So it's like, I'm gonna have fun while I'm here. I don't care about the bullshit. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, that's it. So listen to Chad, just have fun. Don't take it seriously. Never take it bloody seriously. And you just mentioned video games. What are some of your favorite video games?
For me, I'll let Michael can answer for himself for sure. But I know we both share this, but Halo, that's what I grew up on. That was the game that changed my life.
Yeah, same.
I played that game religiously. I was at every single midnight release every Monday night at GameStop, all the way from the first Halo to probably Halo Reach. And then, I bought just about all of them up until I think Halo 4 on Xbox One, and then I started playing PC really religiously. But I like that. I like Primal Rage, the old school Primal Rage game. Booger Man is one of my all-time favorites. Altered Beast.
Altered Beast, I know.
And then as far as like later on, computer games wise, like I like Doom a lot. Unreal Tournament. I liked Ark Survival Evolved a whole lot. I probably put like 2,000 hours into that game. And then I loved EverQuest. I played EverQuest a whole lot back when I was younger. World of Warcraft. And then I like battle royale games, but I play Apex Legends a whole lot right
I
now.
started playing that recently.
It's really sick, man. Definitely hit me with your gamer tag or whatever.
Yeah,
It's crossplay.
I'll send that later on. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's sick. I play that a lot, and I'm gonna start up streaming here pretty soon. So, but yeah, I'll let Michael tell you about his fucking fascination. We share a lot of the same fascination.
Yeah, I mean, like Chad said, Halo. I mean, that's one I grew up with. Played a whole lot. Like some of the N64 GameCube era, like those Nintendo games. I was a huge fan of those. Yeah. Like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Super Mario 64, Sunshine, just all those games from that era of Nintendo. I was really into. As far as right now, I've been playing a lot of like the new Call of Duty, the Cold War. Mostly playing the zombies because that's my shit. I just love like wave-based type of stuff, and it's a grind fest, so I'm able to like grind for shit, which gives me something else to do.
Yeah, definitely. I've been playing. I recently completed the game Vampire, where you play as a vampire doctor. That game, Vampire with YR at the end. It's quite different.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I looked at all the different endings, and I kind of got a shit ending, but I'm not going to spoil it. I was just like, why would you do that to yourself? Fuck sake. Bloodborne is another favorite of mine. I love Bloodborne.
Nice. And, I have a bunch of friends who play that game. I have never played it, but I heard it's kind of like Dark Souls in a sense.
Basically, the same people who've done Dark Souls. It's that same mechanics. And it came out in 2015. I didn't play it until last year, so I played it when it was like five years old. And fuck me, I was like, why did I wait so long to play this? This is awesome. I love this game. And there's a band from the UK called Garden of Eyes. There's only one person. I don't know if you heard the band. But the entire lyrical theme is Bloodborne. It's just Bloodborne.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I'll send some stuff over because it's got a new EP out.
Nice.
And I got one of my favorite games here of all time. I'm a big fan of this series, only certain games like the more survival horror ones. And that is Resident Evil 2.
Oh, yeah.
The original Resident Evil 2.
Yep.
As well, because that's old school, isn't it?
Yep.
Fixed camera angles.
Dig mine out. I have Final Fantasy VII, the original. I have the original PlayStation double disc over there, and then I have this.
If you can find it. I think I might have seen that cover floating around when I looked at it. Sega Genesis, that's an old one. I started with PlayStation, and then PlayStation 2, and then PlayStation 3, PC. Did a lot of Steam gaming.
Yeah.
And PlayStation 4. Now I've got a PlayStation 5. Yay.
Yeah.
And,
I play mainly on PC.
Yeah, I'm more of a console gamer, but with Apex, luckily, it's a cross-gen.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm playing with you on that, it'll be on that. It'll be
nice,
on
yeah. So it actually plays really good on PS5 too, because I have a coworker that brings my coworker brings PS5 to work all the time, and sometimes I've gotten a couple of wins because it was actually really fun playing on console, even though I haven't played in so long.
Yeah, I haven't played on PC in a long time, so I'm gonna probably get another laptop as well, so then I can go on Steam again and do some more PC games. I haven't done it in so long. We did a lot of PC gaming. Me and my brother did a lot of PC gaming. The game we played the most was Left 4 Dead.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love that series.
Yeah, we both love Left 4 Dead. Yeah, man, that was another pretty influential game. God, did that start the whole wave? It
didn't start the wave, but they were the ones that did the best. And then after they did it really, really good, everyone else tried to fucking do it.
Yeah, because I know, before that, I think I remember there being a wave game like Serious Sam. was like a wave based,
seriously.
and then there was another one. It was like an Alien versus Predator game, and it was a PC game. But like I remember, you could either be a predator or you could be like a person, and the aliens would just keep coming at you over and over again, and it would never stop. I don't remember what that was, but it was scary as fuck, and it was really fucking hard, and there was no point to it because you couldn't win. There's no way. At least that's what I remember. Yeah,
I played games like that. I was like level in Vampire where I was just trying to fight vampire hunters off, and I was like trying to heal myself or trying to kill others. Some were like shooting arrows at me, shooting pistols at me. I got one priest with his cross going, banish you to the darkness, and his cross lights up and tries to bone you to death. I'm just like, oh, come on, leave the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I am trying to do shit here, and you're being a dickhead. You know?
Yeah.
And Bloodborne, even, you get all these bloody enemies at you, and then the bosses just get harder and harder and harder, and it's just like, okay, either I got to level up or I got to make my weapon stronger.
Yeah.
Probably got to make my weapon stronger. And even going back to tattoos, the rune that you see on Bloodborne, that main like rune, I'm trying to describe it now. Might get that tattooed actually.
Hey man,
hell yeah.
If it influences who you are, man, and you like it, man, get it. You know, that's what I say.
Niggas are gonna have like one band where it's just not the death metal band I'm doing. Which speaking of the pedal, the HM2 pedal, I got that. I actually own that foot pedal.
Oh yeah.
It sounds amazing.
That's awesome.
Just turn it all the way up, not one bit down and all the others up, all the way up. You don't get that buzz. You don't get that buzz.
Damn it.
Yeah, that one. And oh god, I need to talk about what bands you played with. What bands have you played with? When you did shows.
I mean, we played, as far as like bigger bands go, we played with Obituary and Vader.
Those are the last two shows we played.
Yeah. We played with a bunch of really really, 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 really cool bands like Gate Creeper, Mutilation, Necrot. Our first show was Blood Incantation and our first official show. We actually played our first show the night before our official first show as like a secret little set to warm up, because we were all nervous. It was like my first time doing vocals, live. So we played like this End Times, played a show the night before with like Steel Bearing Hand at this little tiny bar, and then Frozen Soul just decided to hop on it and play it to warm up for the next night. We didn't announce that we were on the show or any of that stuff. Then the next night we played with like Blood Incantation and Necrot and Steel Bearing Hand, and then that was fucking incredible. Like it was insane. It was an insane first real show.
Sounds like it.
And then we played with Exhumed. And Gate Creeper. That was fucking awesome. Necrot played that too, right? Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, Necrot played that too. That was awesome. And then we played with a bunch of cool bands like Mutilatred. I don't know if you've heard of Mutilatred. They're from
from Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, they're from Ohio. Man, that band, dude, if you haven't heard them, they're so fucking good.
I'm always trying out new bands, so thank you for that.
Yeah, so we played with them. Bowel Erosion from New York. They played like 4 Mortician covers or something like that when we saw them. They might have been all Mortician songs. I don't know. I caught like 4 of their songs, and it was like insane. And they like played Zombie Apocalypse and stuff. It was fucking sick, man. They're really, really cool. We played with a lot of bands, Maggot Stomp bands in LA, Plague Years is a band that's like super awesome. They're on E1 Records. Eric, their guitar player, actually filled in for us on the tour that we did with them. And they're fucking badass. If you like thrash, like darker thrashy crossover kind of stuff, they're definitely I think like top dogs of that genre right now. They're insane, so good. Eric is such a cool dude too, and he's like an insane guitar player. He also, fun fact about Eric, basically he was the one responsible for the majority of our samples that were done on Crypt of Ice. So yeah, he did most of those. Daniel did a couple of them, and then they kind of collaborated, putting them together into the song. But yeah, Eric, Twist the Knife, that kind of stuff, Beat to Dust, Wraith of Death. He really, the stab sample for Encased in Ice, he helped put that together. He's basically just part of Frozen Soul, so they're a really good band to check out. But yeah, man, we played, we haven't really honestly gotten to play too much, sadly. We've only done 3 tours, and they were all about a week apiece, and we
were only playing shows for about like 9 months. 9 or 10 months.
I mean,
before the pandemic hit.
And we didn't really get to, we did those little 3 small tours, and then we did a few local shows, here and there, some house shows and stuff. But man, we didn't really get the chance to play like crazy like a lot of bands did.
The pandemic hit, and and we thought, oh yeah, it'll be fine by 2021. No, fucking not. But
well, I will say, man, we got some crazy shit coming up. So
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've got some pretty big. We've got at least 2 entire U.S. tours already planned. With one. Yeah, but I can't say much about them right now. But I'm just gonna say they're fucking insane. Like,
they're bonkers.
One of them is with a band that we like literally, have grown up listening to. So that's going to be fucking awesome. 2 bands on the tour actually are bands that we've grown up listening to. And then the other one, the one that's going to happen before that is, let me just say it's pretty beefy. And then we're working on some European stuff too. So hopefully we can get over there to you. I mean, we're getting to the UK for sure in the next 2 years. Absolutely. So
I got mates who are into you guys as much as I am, because that'd be great. And you said Necro. The only time I seen them was with my mate's band Sodomized Cadaver from Wales. It was they were with Spectral Voice, who I've seen twice. Which is 3 of the members from Blood Incantation. That's more the dude.
Yeah, that band's badass.
Yeah, I love that band. They're just dark and heavy, and I got a long sleeve on their tour in 2019 because they played Bristol. And the band they were supporting was Demolic.
Oh man!
I was like, first time in London at the Boston Music Room is one of the venues they got, and I was like. And then saw them again last year where Dismember played, and that was Scandinavia Death Fest.
Yeah.
And they played again, and then I saw them last year at Finfest in London, which was all Finnish death metal bands. It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
Like Sadistic.
Dude, we can't wait to get over there, man. Like we all want to go to Europe so bad. It's insane.
Come to my neck of the woods in Bristol. Like I said, we got Black City Records. We got the Griffin. So you can go buy some albums or whatever you want. They got coffee in there, so you can buy like grounded or full bean coffee. And if you've got a coffee grinder, grind it up and then make some coffee. You're set. And then there's the Griffin, where you can get yourself a nice cold beer or cider, or got whiskey and rum and things like that. So.
Oh yeah,
our poison of choice.
Your poison choice. Yes. All right. Yeah, John. I know John who owns it. I know John who owns the pub, so he'll make you feel welcome. You go, hello.
Hell yeah.
Like, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other band. Like I've seen Vader because they were the first death metal band I saw live.
Nice. Mine was 6 Feet Under.
That responds is after Cannibal Corpse, of course. I was going to say, was he in another band? Yes, he was. Cannibal Corpse. And the last album he was on was my all-time favorite, The Bleeding.
Mhm.
Love that album.
It's a good record.
Good record, and yeah, I was like, I still don't have that yet. I've heard it, but I have not got it. Now I got it. Now I was like, yeah, cool. Now I got The Bleeding. I still got to get the rest of this shit, including the new album.
Yeah, that new album's fucking insane.
The new album's fucking probably one of the best records they've ever written.
Well, one song from it.
It's insane. The whole record's fucking crazy nuts good. Like,
Crazy
and
nuts good.
it's fucking insane. Like the way they set everything up, it's like, you know, it's why they're the best. You know, it's why they're the best. They're so good. It's so good. I've listened to this record. I've listened to the record probably like 6 times, and it's like I've listened to it so many times I haven't even gotten to learn the fucking song names because I just put the album on repeat while I'm working out, and it just plays, and it all feels like one giant story song. Like, it's so many parts that work together. Every song works with another song. It's fucking truly awesome. It's badass album.
I will get it because obviously I need to get all Cannibal Corpse stuff. I got I think at least one more At the Gates album to get.
Yeah.
I gotta get all Bolt Thrower stuff.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I have every Bolt Thrower album and whatnot on vinyl and stuff.
Rub it in.
Well, hey, you know, like Earache and Metal Blade and stuff, they've been putting out a lot of represses lately, and I've just been fucking buying.
I do have Bolt Thrower's very first album, In Battle There Is No Law, on a splatter vinyl, which looks really nice.
Yeah.
The only one I don't have is I don't have Realm of Chaos yet, but I do have War Master, War Crusade, Mercenary, Honor, Valor, Pride.
Yeah.
The only one that I think that's the only one David Ingram was on.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 4 different Mercenary records. That's my favorite Bolt Thrower record. So
yeah. On For Victory, that's a great one. I need to get.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. They're all good, man. Every single
Bolt Thrower anything Bolt Thrower's brought out is good.
Yeah, every album is fucking great.
And then going back to Von Drunen, he actually filled in for a bit, but he wasn't on any albums really. He only did live shows, and that was it. But because everyone in the death metal scene, not just death metal scene, thrash metal, everybody seems to know each other. Like, oh, one of our guys can't do it. Can he fill in? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's it. And yeah, I'll show this one more time because I'm going to get to the point where can we find merch? So this CD, I know you can find. I think you can find it on the Century Media website. So I'm pretty damn sure I've seen it on there. And I think you can still get it on Evil Greed, or it might have sold out by now with the vinyl. I'm not entirely sure. I need to get the vinyl, but you got too many colors. You got like blue, purple. You know,
we got even more coming out.
Yeah, we've got more vinyl variants coming out here in the coming months. So
I'll get everything. I was like, you got the same album 6 times. I don't care.
Yeah.
One's for.
That's kind of hard to see, but yeah, behind me. I don't know. I've got like all the variants right now framed on my wall.
This is like because you're proud of what you've done. You've got to have them framed.
Oh yeah,
I got to see them every day, man.
I need to do that with my band Herbicidal because we made an album. We were in 2019 because we did our mate's 30th, and then our first proper show was the Griffin. And then we were recording an album and then didn't release it until, yesterday was a year ago since it was released.
Fuck yeah. I mean, you should, man. Be proud of it.
Yeah, I need to get a CD, get some CDs made and These have these are like, I'll keep one CD for myself, and
Mhm.
whoever wants to buy some from our Bandcamp, there you go. We only got digital downloads, so if you want to buy them yourselves, it's name your price. You can
Oh
pay,
yeah.
pay what you want. Doesn't really matter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can pay £1. £1. I don't know what that is in America. £1 here. I don't know what that is in America, but yeah, for the merch. Apart from Evil Greed and Holy Mountain, where else can we buy your merch if people so wanted to?
I mean, there's a bunch of places that have the record. You know, there's like EMP in Germany.
I
There's
know Nuclear
That's
Blast
where I got
Europe.
mine from, actually. EMP.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nuclear Blast in Europe. As far as Europe goes, we're still kind of limited. We're still trying to grow over there. As of lately, I feel like more for us at least is actually happening in Europe. So that's awesome. Because you know it's the word is starting to spread over there, so that's sick. So Evil Greed is really the spot. We're gonna, you know, they put up the new splatter variant of the record for a pre-order. So that's cool. As far as like US goes, and also for Europe, for anybody like watching or anything, I would say like it was really important that like if you're a fan, if you enjoy what we're doing, our themes and all that stuff, join the Cold Crew on Facebook because like we are gonna do exclusive stuff. I don't have it like on me right now, but we just got shirts made for the Cold Crew, and they're gonna be going up exclusively for Cold Crew members. They're not gonna be on the web store or anything like that. And the only way you can get it is by being
Cold Crew. So
yeah,
on the Cold Crew group,
Mhm.
and Joseph is the one who made it.
Yeah.
He's the one who made the group and invited me, and my mate Gavin, who's in the band Sodomite's Cadaver, he's on the group as well.
Yeah,
So,
and we're sending some shirts out to him, out to him too, so that he can distribute those to everyone in the UK and whatnot, because it's just save on shipping and stuff like that, since it's a nightmare right now. We're gonna ship him some shirts, so should be sick.
He'll ship them out.
Yeah.
And, I also saw on there is like a jersey form as well. It's like a long like jerseys on trying to think like a design on the jersey, so that would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get that done too. We're still working on that, but hopefully we get something cool going with that here soon.
Yeah, so if anyone is not on the Frozen Soul Cold Crew Facebook group, join it, because that's all just mainly exclusively about Frozen Soul. Nothing but Frozen Soul, but I think you can chat about pretty much anything, but primarily keep it to Frozen Soul, because that's the main group.
Yeah.
But you can always chat to these guys about anything else. Like we were just chatting about metal games.
Yeah.
And
just talk to us.
Just talk. Like I do. Like I do as well. Like I've done it with so many fucking bands and musicians. I think I've lost count. This is episode 39 because Mary was 38. I can't remember now. That it's like I need to get a notebook and like, who have I had so far? I'll never do it, and do it because I'm not stupid. I'm just like, oh wow. I'll remember
all good,
this.
dude.
I'll remember this because I know I got one tomorrow, and then Friday, since we were just talking about Boltborough and Memoriam. I don't usually say who I got for my chats, but I should really. I will be talking to Carl Willits himself.
Hell yeah!
I will put that out there now.
Tell him we want to tour with Memoriam.
Yeah, straight up.
I will mention Frozen Soul. Have you heard Frozen Soul? If he says yes, great.
Fuck yeah!
All-time favorite vocalist has recognized you, and that's always a plus.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's a legend.
He's a
He
legend.
changed the world of music, and I think he knows that. But I hope if he doesn't, you know, I hope he should be in like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I
Oh,
feel he should be. He's a legend. Like he's so influential on such a deep level. He deserves
He deserves
man.
a lot.
He deserves to be king of it all. He's really fucking. He's sick. He's a very fucking talented man.
Definitely, absolutely. He does deserve that. And same, I know. I mean, Ken's the vocalist in Unnatural. Going back to Ken's Death Metal Crypt. He says, "Oh, I shouldn't get too much credit." It's like, well, you should, because you're showing people bands that you heard back in the day that we wouldn't have necessarily knew about unless he put up their demo. But I knew like Rotrevor, Cyanide, and all those other bands. But there was someone there. I was like, okay, I'm completely clueless about who this band is.
Yeah.
And so Ken gets a lot of credit. Carl gets a lot of credit. LG, may he rest in peace, also gets a lot of credit because he continued doing death metal when death metal wasn't really being listened to very much.
Yeah.
He continued it. So he gets a lot of credit. Joe from Broken Hope, who's been gone since 2010, he get a lot of credit as well.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys who ain't here anymore. Brett Hoffman, for example, he gets a lot of. Give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
And before we end this chat, I need to know something about Texas. Is it hot all year round, or do you get winters?
We do get winters.
We got a winter about a couple months ago for a whole week.
Like
I mean, you know, Texas got put in the crypt of ice a couple weeks ago. So
yeah,
you know, it was so fucking cold out here. We were all dying.
It was in single digits, which for Fahrenheit, I should say, which never happens.
Yeah, it never happens here. It was absolutely insane. It was right after we put the record out.
Yeah, I just
we went and took pictures out in it, and our hands were like fucking
about to fall off.
About to straight fall off. Yeah. So
every time I think Texas, I think it's just hot all the time.
It does get fucking hot, man. It feels great outside right now. It's funny. It was cold as hell yesterday. But the day before it was like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And you know, the summer's pretty it's pretty brutal and you know, unforgiving out here. It's very humid, and it'll get about 105, but it'll feel like 120. And you just can't breathe because of the moisture in the air. So you know, it can be pretty wild out here, but you know, we're used to it.
I would think like the three main places that either are hot all year round or just get really fucking hot. I know Florida's hot all year round.
Yeah,
they're hot all year round. I think LA's hot to an extent, or they're hot all the bloody time.
Sort of, yeah. It's if you're by the bay, if you're by the water, it's not hot. Like it's a different kind of hot, and it doesn't get humid there. It's weird. It's most people don't even have air conditioners because at night it's like fucking 55 or 60 degrees or something, but it can get pretty hot during the day. It's just a different kind of heat than it is here. Here it's muggy. You sweat just like the air, just like it just sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, because here in Bristol at the moment in the UK in general, it's been going up to like 15, 16, 17 degrees.
Jesus.
Celsius and that, like in the Celsius. So still had a bit of a cool breeze, but a bit warm. So I was wearing a sleeveless Nile t-shirt, which had sleeves, but I cut them off, and a pair of shorts.
Like, that's how I am, man. I'll go out in the cold with a damn short sleeve shirt on and some shorts.
The old brave man. And yeah, I just want to know that about Texas because I didn't know if it was like a hot place all year round or it was only hot to a certain time of like certain months, and then it's just
it fluctuates.
Yeah, it gets hot. It gets hot like most of the year.
Yeah, anytime like something crazy happens in Texas with the weather, which is all the time, we're just like, welcome to Texas.
Enjoy your stay.
Because I'm going to wrestle.
Do you want some hail with your tornado? Like, yeah. You know,
do you want some ice? Do you want some hard rain on your on your nice clean shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, like
Hope
I
you
said,
got insurance on your car.
yeah, because I'm like I said, I'm going to. It's not just me going to WrestleMania next year. My mate Daggers, he told me about it, and I just need to know what the weather is going to be like around April time. So do I need
Oh, it's gonna be
bring
hot as
shorts?
fuck. So
Hot as fuck. So I got
Yeah, bring
shorts.
shorts. Bring
Yeah.
shorts.
I'm bringing
Yeah.
shorts, but I need a pair of trousers when I come back here just in case it's cold. Because in the UK, it's like once it hits like fucking late November to like early December, it starts getting really fucking cold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, late December is when it's just like, you're all gonna freeze now. Great, I am now in the crypt of ice.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just put on Frozen Soul to get my mind off it, or even put you on when
Wait,
it's
listen to
boiling
it.
hot outside. So it's like, I need to feel cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, ruthless, cold. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm so cold now. And on that note, thank you two for joining me on Jake's Metal Chat, episode 39. You're more than welcome to come back on this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah,
Happy
you're
to be here.
very welcome. And yeah, you know, I was trying to think, how many people are going to be here? Is it the whole band? Is it going to be one person? It's going to be two people?
Yeah, it's weird because we all work like so many different schedules and stuff. It's you know, it's hard to get us all together. That's why like the Kin thing, the Kin's Death Metal Crypt you know, interview was like it we were able to all get together, you know. But you know, maybe next time we could do it that way.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hopefully use the same thing he was using, StreamYard, hopefully, in the near future. And your camera's just gone off. There we go, that's better. Yeah, because he was using StreamYard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully use that and do some new video stuff where I bring back old guests, or it's just me on my own for some videos, just chatting.
Yeah.
Just a lot of random shit as I do. But then if I got people such as you, lovely self, we send that's one of the things we say in Britain, lovely, and I awesome and all that. And yeah, like I said, you guys are more than welcome to come back anytime. Just let me know when you guys are free. And I'm
Heck
doing
yeah.
a StreamYard live stream, and I'm like, cool, here's the link, come on. And we'll just chat metal gaming, and you're probably like, Magic the Gathering? Fuck, don't have cards.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
So yeah.
Oh, there's plenty in stores right now to buy apparently, because everyone's buying up all the Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. But when you go to the stores, like Magic is
I
just
still
full
got my
force everywhere.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Still
So,
got them. I haven't got my
but
Yu-Gi-Oh!
yeah,
I don't think. I know I got my Pokemon ones because I did see them like a couple years ago, like 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago, and just still in good condition.
well, why don't you go ahead and go look the prices up on those, because some of those old Pokemon cards, I have one from when me and my brothers were a kid. It's like $160 right now,
Yeah, I don't know
and
what-
it was just like a little random card. It wasn't even worth anything back in the day.
No,
But they're all worth something right now. So
nowadays-
especially if they're first edition.
But nowadays it's going to be worth a lot. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're worth a lot of
mint
those cards. Are
condition
worth a lot of
Pikachu
money.
card with some like, nice shiny background. How much is
Yeah.
that? £350.
Shoot, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look it up. Look it up. You might be a
Have a look.
millionaire.
Have a look. And again, on that note, thank you for coming on. Come back again.
Thanks, brother.
People, buy this album. Buy that
Heck
shirt.
yeah.
Buy the shirt I got. Buy the sweatpants. Buy the shorts. Buy the ski mask.
Yeah.
Don't get killed by Mr. Wraith of Death, because I think that person's a little bit unhinged.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit, and he has a very deep, like robotic voice.
Yeah.
And you guys are very welcome, of course. Come back here again. He's been Chad. He's been Mike of Frozen Soul. I've been Jake, your host of Jake's Metal Chat. And I've also mentioned my podcast. I'm still working on the episode I mentioned earlier. We'll be mentioning more bands. We'll mention Jake's Metal Chat again and mention who I've had. Please subscribe to my channel. I don't know why I'm doing that. I mean, most people have been subscribing to my channel lately, liking my videos,
Awesome.
sharing them
Okay.
around.
Happy it's growing, dude.
It's been growing. I've been doing this since May last year,
Nice.
and I had David Gregor from Mortar School as my first one.
Fuck yeah,
Nice.
that band rules.
Yeah, and yeah, he's been really cool. And my mate Grace said, "Can you turn him up?" I can't hear him. I was like, "Oh, on my TV." Like, fuck. Yeah, so he's been chatting. He's been Micro Frozen Soul because I remember chatting to Sam before we go, and I need to end these better. She said she wasn't feeling well when I chatted to her last. Is she doing any better now?
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. Yeah, she's doing a whole lot better.
That's good. That's good to know. So we'll end on that. So thank you for those who have been watching these videos and subscribing, because if you didn't, I'd probably just be wandering down the street and still thinking this pants down the street, or running up going, "It's the end of the world. There's no hope for nobody. We're trapped in a crypt of ice." So be sure to pick up Crypt of Ice, support the bands, just buy all their merch. And if you're on the Cold Crew page, not on the same page, group page, there'll be exclusive merch. So
Heck
look
yeah.
out for that.